this phone right here. So it comes with Snapdragon 778G plus 50 megapixel OIS camera, world's slimmest 5G phone at a rumored price of 25,999 including bank offers. Now I'm really excited, and the deal is it is kind of almost the perfect 5G phone. By the way, this video is made in collaboration with Motorola. But before that, you get the phone with a cover, some paperwork, 33-watt charger, USB-A to Type-C cable. Now the phone see here also supports PD charging. So suppose you have a normal fast charger at home, you can fast charge. Now Motorola is saying this is the slimmest and lightest 5G phone. 5G is the keyword here. And see here, it is almost about the size of this pencil. It's about 6.79 mm thin. And if you see, it is 155 grams. Usually phones weigh like 180-185 grams in this price range. The back is PMMA glass, which I searched about it is known as acrylic glass, kind of mix between glass and plastic. And I think the frame is metal, but I'm not sure. Now I want to ask you guys, are looks and build on top of your priority list while buying a smartphone? Because for sure it looks really good, and I have seen this world's thinnest and lightest 5G smartphone works on people. Now here you get a 6.5-inch 144Hz POLED display, and it's also a 10-bit display. You get Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. Now you would be like, Pratik, what is POLED display? See, in simple words, it is similar to AMOLED. The only thing is the material used in POLED is plastic instead of glass. This helps in making the phone thinner and even the bezels smaller. Now the deal is, in theory, POLED should have a tiny bit of tint at some viewing angles, but in reality, see, this is an HDR video. I could see everything clearly at all angles, no tint. So in practical life, you cannot identify the difference between POLED and AMOLED with your eyes. And even outdoors here, see, the brightness is quite good. Now we checked the brightness. Personally, on a HDR scene with our device, it is somewhere around 1033 nits, which is really bright for this price range. And you get Widevine L1 on Netflix and Prime Video. It supports HDR on YouTube as well. Also, this time you get stereo speakers. And for a phone this size, it's loud, it's bassy, but the back frame vibrates if you listen at high volumes. Also, you have Dolby Atmos, and I also noticed it supports Snapdragon sound, so you get a lot of lossless audio codecs like LHDC, Qualcomm aptX adaptive, and LDAC, all of that. Now Moto Edge 30 comes with Snapdragon 778G plus, 6GB LPDDR5 RAM and 128GB UMCP storage, which is like equivalent to UFS 2.2. Now there's no 256GB version, and you don't have micro SD card expansion. Now you would be like, Pratik, what is 778G plus now? Well, you can say it's a slightly upgraded version of 778G. Now, the 778 was already a good stable chip, and I think 778 Plus will be a very popular processor in the 30K price segment. And if you see in AnTuTu, the Moto Edge 30 scores 5,26,983, which is a decent score for 778 or 778G Plus. Now, the thing to see is how good is it in games? Well, it's BGMI time. So you have the option to play at extreme FPS or 60 FPS at smooth graphics, and max you can go is ultra 40 FPS at HDR graphics. And actually you can feel the 360 Hz touch sampling rate, like it's really smooth to touch and play. And so far I've played for like 15 minutes or something, and the gameplay is really smooth. I didn't find any jitters or frame drops. So this year you get a 50 megapixel main sensor with OIS. Now we'll come to Manu in just a moment. Let's take some pictures of flowers and see how color accurate it is. And one good thing that I really liked is the colors look very close to natural. Like if you look at this flower photo, it looks exactly like this. Or this roadblock photo, if you zoom in, there's enough sharpness. You can see the texture. Also, this roadblock looks like VLC Media Player logo. Comment how many of you remember VLC Media Player logo. And we also took some photos of Manu, and the photos actually look close to natural. The skin tone is close to natural. At times there is a bit of reddish tint on the skin, like very rarely. Also, you get a 50 megapixel ultra wide angle camera that also act as macro camera, and I'm gonna say this is probably the best macro camera in this price range. And one good thing is, when you are in the viewfinder, you have directly an option to switch to the macro camera. In other phones where you have to switch the mode, and you can also take videos in macro camera mode up to 1080p. Now you can record up to 4K 30 FPS on the main sensor, and we checked OIS works in the main sensor, as you can see in this footage. But if you want better stabilization, you will have to switch to 1080p 60 FPS. And a good thing is you can take 4K videos through the front camera, 4K 30 FPS, and even the selfies turn out really good. Like, it looks close to natural or human skin tone. Now you get Android 12 right out of the box, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the smoothest Android 12 phone I have ever tried in this price range. Now one thing you know, Moto Edge series have this option to use your phone as a PC. So you can actually play Android games on your laptop and do a lot of other stuff. You can wirelessly send file, and now I'll send a 200 MB file from my laptop to my phone, and here goes the timer. See the time? Damn, that's really useful. Now Motorola is promising 2 years of Android update up to Android 14 and 3 years of security update, which I think is good. Every brand should now, at least in mid-range and flagship, should declare the amount of Android updates you will get. Now the battery is 4020 mAh and it can be fast charged up to 33 watt. It goes 0 to 100 in about 1 hour, 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Now you get all the important sensor, gyro, compass, NFC. You also get Bluetooth 5.2 and you get 13 bands of 5G. Also, you get good 4G plus carrier aggregation. I checked it with my JioSIM. Now, the only thing is that 4020 mAh battery. Is it too less? How long is it going to last? Now I use the phone for a day, like mostly light to medium usage, lot of video watching, but mostly on Wi-Fi, and I got like almost 6 hours of screen on time with 23% battery still left at the end of the day. Impressive, but this is just one day. I need more time to use it. The screen also has an auto refresh rate, so if you can see, it is 90 Hz most of the time, and on this ambient display lock screen it is 48 Hz if you see. So they have a sort of adaptive refresh rate to optimize battery life, but I need some more time to check. Let me know what do you think about Moto Edge 30, and to be fair, I would say for the price of 27,999 without card offers, and you also get HDFC credit card discount of 2000 for a limited time, this is a really good deal. Like, very few brands go back to the table, correct their mistakes. Like the older Motorola phones like G40, G60 were bulky phones. The last year Moto Edge 20 didn't have OIS, stereo speakers, in-display fingerprint scanner. They listened to that and put everything in Edge 30. But this is of course first impressions. I need to spend more time with the phone, and we'll be doing dedicated comparisons or review of the phone. Let us know your questions. On that note, this is Prateek signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew.